Hello, my name is Jan Watts, President of the League of Women Voters of the Flint area. With partners Community First Incorporated and Flint Beat, we share a purpose to engage, empower, and educate local voters. We are happy to bring you a virtual community forum today to help you decide which candidate for Genesee County Commissioner in your district will get your vote. The Board of Commissioners makes important decisions about how your tax dollars are spent, so knowing about your candidate is important. All candidates for these offices were contacted. Some candidates may not be participating for a variety of reasons. We hope you will listen carefully to those who have, and then check vote411.org to see if there was a written response from the others. All were informed that they would need to comply with certain rules, such as refraining from comments on other persons, and only taking this opportunity to tell voters about their own qualifications, their priorities, and their outlook. All candidates are asked the same questions, and all have the same time to answer. Thank you, and we look forward to an informative discussion. Joel mentioned that each question will have 2 minutes. You'll get a 30-second warning and a 10-second warning by a timekeeper on the screen. First question for Mr. Getzinger. We'd like to provide you with a couple of minutes for any opening remarks, welcome, or whatever you'd like to say before we get into the meat of the questions.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be running again. I've run a couple times of different positions, and I really believe we need a change in our county commission. Right now, we have a current breakdown of 8 Democrats and 1 Republican, and regardless of what that makeup was, Democrat or Republican, it's really not a good formula for accountability. And I would like to see that number get a little more even, and that is really my push to get a little bit better representation on both sides of the aisle, and then we have some checks and balances in place.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll start with the first question here. So, Mr. Getzinger, please describe your qualifications and experiences for this office, and you can sort of explain a bit more maybe why you're running. And then just also tell us, how would you be an asset in this office?
Okay. I feel I'm very qualified. I've got a long list of qualifications, starting with I have a bachelor's degree from Alma College. I have a master's degree from Central Michigan University. My master's degree is in administration with an emphasis on community leadership. And for the past 45 years, time has flown, but for the past 45 years, I've been really a public servant in the community, in the whole school business. I started out as a community education director, which covers all aspects of the community, from, we used to say, from the twinkle to the wrinkle, with programs and activities. 28 of those years I have spent in Genesee County with Mott College and now with Grand Blanc High School. I've been a principal, I've been a community education director, I've been an athletic director. I really have been around for a long time. When I was community education director, Flint was actually a worldwide model, and we had the National Center for Community Education located in Flint, and people came from all over the world to visit the programs in Flint and see how they brought the community up and did a lot of programming. I was very involved with that, with the center. Along with that, I also have been a 2-term city councilman in the city of St. Louis, Michigan. I was a mayor pro tem one term. I also was a state president of the Michigan Association of Adult and Community Education. I've sat on many boards. Sat on the secondary school principals board in Lansing. I've been on many county boards like child advocacy. I've been president of the Chamber of Commerce. I've really been known as kind of a get it done guy, and that's why I think I end up on a lot of these boards. But I do enjoy serving the public, and I just really want to see us make some positive changes in this whole county. And I think the first start is changing the makeup of our county commission.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Getzinger. I'll hand it over to Janet for the next question.
Again, good morning. Many residents don't understand county government. How would you explain the county's primary responsibilities and services? And what will be your strategy for effectively communicating with constituents?
Thank you, Jan. I 100% agree with you. You walk around, nobody knows who their county commissioner is, and nobody really knows what the county commission does. I think in a nutshell, basically our role is to allocate money, spend money on programs to actually better the county. My goal wherever I've been is to wherever I live and work. I want to make it a better place to be. I want Genesee County. I used to live in Gratiot County. I want to live Genesee County to be a great place to live, work, and play. And I think we used to be there, but we've got some work to do. So I first want to just focus on just public safety and emergency services. I think that's just really the foundation. Our community needs to feel safe in our schools, in our communities, virtually in our homes. We need to make this place a safe place to be. And once we can accomplish that, then a lot of things will follow. I also feel we need to restore our reputation as a county. I've heard comments that Genesee County is a very corrupt county. I don't have any real backing to that, but I've heard those things. I would love to be part of changing that reputation, that our community trusts us. I'd like to operate in total transparency. So I feel right now that they kind of hide in a closet somewhere and do their business, and nobody knows what they do. And frankly, a lot of people don't care what they do. But I think we need to get out there and let people know what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we're doing it, and try to involve more people. Does that answer everything you asked? It was a long question.
That's good.
All right. So for our next question, so commissioners are elected from separate, individual districts, but make decisions that affect the entire county. In what ways do priorities from your district's constituents differ from countywide issues? And maybe in what ways do they overlap? So when those kind of priorities differ, what's your process for making decisions?
I think, again, communication is the key. I 100% agree with you that each district has different needs, but also each district has similar needs. So it's kind of an oxymoron a little bit. But I think sorry, you're getting a little music from the background here at school. It'll be off in a minute. But I think communication between all of the communities, the locals and the county, I kind of look at us as a big brother in a way. As a commission, we're a big brother, not a parent. We're a big brother to the rest of the communities, and that we need to look out for each other, help each other as we can assist each other. Different communities have different staff and maybe more or less, and so we can share our expertise to do things together and make to me, we're only as strong as our weakest community. So we need to really work together, try to figure out how we can make each community better. If we do that, our county is going to be better as well.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll hand the next one to Jane.
Do you feel that the county board should have a responsibility to develop relationships with other entities, not only municipal entities, but also universities, libraries, schools? And in what ways does that currently happen? And do you think there's better ways to develop those relationships?
Well, I 100% agree that we need to be building relationships throughout the communities in the county. And I honestly, I'm not aware of what the county is doing in that philosophy, but I'm going to lean towards they need to do much better, because I don't know, and I don't know who does know what they do. And so I'm a big believer. I've been in the public eye for almost 50 years now. And so I'm used to people wanting to know what we're doing, why we're doing it, why we made dumb decisions, why we made good decisions. And so I think the first step is we got to come out of the closet and let people know we're here and why we're here, and that we're here to make things better. And obviously, there's going to be differences on how we spend our money with the different needs of each community. But I think, again, the more relationships we have with everyone in the county, the better decisions we'll be able to make. So I'm a big relationship guy. If you ever check my record through the schools, I'm where everybody comes to. I'm the information guy. Some of it's longevity. I've been in Grand Lake for 25 years, so people come to me for information, for complaints. So I think the thing is, we just got to get out there, and not just at election time. We have to be out there in the communities with these different agencies, and we got to get to know them, and that's going to be a process.
Okay. I think that's the meat of our questions. It might have just seemed like a short interview, but we were, of course, expecting, answers from another person. So we want to give plenty of time. So in closing, is there anything specifically else that you would like voters in your district to know about your candidacy?
Well, I'd like them to know that I'm going to make myself accessible, and I will have contact information where people can contact me, including my cell phone. My wife gets mad at me over some of this, but I have parents calling me day and night, weekends. It doesn't matter if they've got an issue with their child, they're calling me, and I welcome that. That's my job. I feel I'm a 24/7 servant to the community, and when I'm being entrusted with in this situation, entrusted with spending their tax dollars, that's a pretty important thing in this day and age, and forever probably. So I want them to trust me. I want them to be able to communicate with me, and so I'm going to make myself very accessible, as I have for the last 50 years. And again, as I've said before, my goal is to make this place a great place to live, work, and play. And if we can do that, I think I'll have done my job, and I think we'll improve life in Genesee County.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Getzinger, for joining us today. Thank you for everyone who is watching this. Just as a reminder, Election Day this year is November 5th. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And also, if you're interested, you can vote by an absentee ballot. You can vote early in person. So we just encourage everyone to exercise your right to vote, get out and be a part of our community. And thank you so much for taking time to watch this forum today.
And can I respond to saying, yes, get out and vote. No matter who you're voting for, get out there and vote. We need everyone to vote.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you so much as well to Flint Beat and the League of Women Voters for helping us put on these forums.